Here it is, 19 years in the making. We finally have a long-awaited project completed in Rome, the Piazza of the Mausoleum of Augustus. It's a new way to descend to the ancient level of the Mausoleum of Augustus, over 2,000 years old, and a great connective artery from the Campus Martius, Via del Corso area, over to the Tiber River and the Pacis Museum. Let's explore this impressive site, nearly 2 decades in the making. It's an exciting time in Rome right now because we have the inauguration of the Piazza of the Mausoleum of Augustus. So here we have this incredible historic space, and of course we have all these Fascist era buildings around the Mausoleum of Augustus. But there once were little stairs that led down to the ancient levels. Today we inaugurate a new era. We have a new piazza. It's engaging, it's fun. You can have various views of the mausoleum. The mausoleum itself, the work continues. It's slated to be opened up in 2026, but for now, we can admire the mausoleum at the ancient level. There even is a new discovery made and on view. We have another imperial monument, the pieces of which are now visible when you come and visit the mausoleum. So let's explore, let's enjoy the view around the mausoleum, let's enjoy this new Piazza of Rome. Let's keep in mind, with the following images I filmed from 2020 to 2024, just how arduous the work has been, lest we be too quick to judge. The small area excavated before the mausoleum in the Fascist period has now been extensively enlarged. This involved not just excavation, but also shoring up previously existing buildings, from the Fascist constructions to the backside of the Baroque San Rocco Church with massive steel beams. This was a major project with incredibly tricky engineering issues to resolve. Let's descend and walk around the newly opened segments of the piazza. First, we see San Ambrogio, an important Baroque church on the Via del Corso, the Via Flaminia. We can descend and note the sparsely planted trees, recalling that when Augustus inaugurated the mausoleum, he also opened public parks that were landscaped. Access to the mausoleum is currently blocked, to be opened in 2026. The date you should put in your calendars. At the base of the newly widened piazza are the remains of an important imperial monument, set off by earthy colored pavement. A bookshop has been installed underneath the upper walkway, and on the opposite side as we ascend, there is San Rocco, of course, and the Richard Meyer Pacis building, the piazza with the fountain dating to 2006. As we pivot to the upper walkway, we notice the historic fountain tied to the Aqua Virgo has been refurbished. In the piazza there are signs of Fascist intervention that initially rehabilitated the area. On one side here we have an inscription, and on the other side we have a much larger inscription celebrating the Fascist era creation of the entire piazza surrounding the mausoleum. This is an incredible site that is now open and ready to be admired and appreciated. I would have loved to have a water feature and more shade, but at this point we are happy that it is finally completed and open. Rome's Mayor Gualtieri was on hand, and it's a moment to celebrate. Why are we here in the first place? A little history. Augustus ended the civil wars, defeated Egypt, and ushered in a new era of autocracy, virtually ending the Republic, a long-term project started by other Roman generals and statesmen, including Sulla, Pompey, and Julius Caesar. His mausoleum was a powerful statement of his rule and his dynasty. It contained burials of emperors and imperial family members for almost 2 centuries. We can get a sense of its imposing mass by taking a tour of the remains. Keep in mind, in the Middle Ages, it was stripped of its marble. Its original height was at least 40 meters. It was all but decimated, and it became a palace of the Colonna family from the 9th to 12th centuries, gardens of the Soderini family in the 16th century, a bull ring in the 19th century, and opera house from 1870 to 1908, before being stripped and revealed by Mussolini in the 1930s. We look forward to its permanent opening in 2026. It's really exciting to be here because, well, this is finally open. So a lot of you have been asking, I'm going to show you around a little bit. What we're able to do now is go down to the ancient levels in the time of Augustus. Now, the Mausoleum of Augustus at this point is slated to open up in 2026, we hope, but I can take you inside in this video as well and show you how magnificent the ruins are and how well they are preserved. But right now it's all about the piazza. Right now it's all about being outside. So imagine this level that we're going to arrive at is the ancient level. Now it's excavated in the time of Mussolini. You have signs of that around here to remember this event. You have all these buildings creating a big piazza around the Mausoleum of Augustus of the Fascist era. These buildings are still here. One building has become a Bulgari hotel. But you also have flanked this area by two Baroque churches. We've got San Rocco on this side over here, and on the other side it's San Ambrogio. So we have a lot of history at the same time. We've got Renaissance Rome, we've got Fascist Rome. Well, now we have Rome of 2025. So down here, they've paved it at the bottom with travertine stone, as there was travertine pavement and antiquity. And further on by the entrance, once flanked by obelisks, you have a sketch by an architect of what has been identified by the scholar Lothar Hasselberger as actually the profile of the pediment of the Pantheon. So that will be eventually revealed when the site becomes accessible. One of the nice things about this site is that you have a new archaeological revelation. So what you have here is the tops of blocks of a building that dates to the early imperial period, quite possibly has something to do with the deification, the celebration of the cult of the emperor, for example. We have a lot of questions still, but when you excavate, when you rehabilitate this site, when you open it up for the public, you're going to find other structures. That's one of the miracles of digging in Rome. Underneath this elevated walkway, you have now a bookshop as well. So there are more opportunities to explore on different levels the history of the Mausoleum of Augustus. It will open up in 2026. You can follow me on YouTube. You can follow me on my social media. It's all Darius Diggs, and Instagram and LinkedIn and Facebook and so forth. And what you can also do is get really excited about the past, because there's always going to be something new to discover. Little known sites, little monuments tucked away from crowded touristy thoroughfares, not just in Rome, but all around the Mediterranean. And of course, you can join me on travels. I'm going to be going really soon to Tunisia, Egypt, Jordan. Just go to Darius Diggs or unlockedrome.com and you can find out more information. I'll see you somewhere around the Mediterranean.